No, I won't do it. I'm not gonna help you or your team anymore. All you ever think about is yourself. You don't care about anyone else. Certainly not me.
What's that?
You see, I've learned what real strength is, and you don't have it. I don't want to be like you. I want to be more like Ueki. He uses his powers to help others.
Peckle.
I see. So you want to change, do you? Too bad. You can't. There's no way someone like you will ever change.
That's not true.
Just think about it. What good is a scared weakling like you without a guy like me around? Forget it. You're basically a good-for-nothing little boy that no one else would ever want. And just what were you planning to do without me? Were you hoping to go back to being that same frightened baby? The one that just stood there and watched while one of his best friends got beaten up? That's more like it. Now, give me a model.
No, Peckle! Don't believe a word that guy says to you! He's just trying to make you do whatever he wants. Can't you see that?
Yeah, so what? Is there anything wrong with that? At least with somebody like me around, he doesn't need to worry about getting beat up all the time. So I'd have to say that there's something in it for him as well. Isn't that right, Peckle?
Come on, Peckle.
The power to change photos into models.
Good job. That's more like it.
But Peckle, I thought you wanted to change.
Just forget it, You can keep telling him, but it won't work. Most people just don't change that easily.
But he said... Poor Peckle.
The power to change models into real objects! How careless of me not to have come prepared with a more powerful model for this battle. But none of that matters anymore because now I'll have all I need.
Oh, no! Is that allowed? How are we supposed to fight that thing anyway?
I guess we'll just have to use a trick or two of our own.
Huh?
Launch Machine X!
You don't have one of those!
Oh, right.
As long as I've got a model, my power enables me to change even something as great as this into reality.
But wouldn't you have to know how to pilot a thing like that?
My level 2 allows me to operate any model that I've changed into a real object using my power.
He's already got level 2 power?
However, there is obviously a limit to the number of models that I can actually carry. But with Peckle's power to change photos into models, the number of models I have at my fingertips is limitless. And of course, therefore, so is my power!
Peckle, please! You don't have to listen to this guy, you know?
I want to be more like Ueki, the kind of person who helps his friends when they're in trouble. But it's hard for me to change because I'm scared of what might happen if I do. I guess I'm just not brave enough.
Commence charge of photon cannon!
Oh, great. You better get out of here.
Okay, see ya!
That was quick. Kurogane! He took out an entire mountain.
This time I'm not gonna miss!
That's what you think. Rika! If I can just get behind him.
Ha! Forget it!
The gun. It came around the back. All right, then. He's fast, too.
Considering his size, he sure is quick. And your Kurogane barely made a dent in his armor. You've got to think of something fast, Kosuke.
Doesn't seem like anybody, not even Ueki, can beat Grano. He's way too strong. I guess the only thing to do when faced with a power like this is give up.
Do you finally see who's more powerful? If you consider surrendering to me, I'd consider sparing your life. Never!
Huh? I guess you don't know me. I'll never surrender! Take this, Namihana! Right there! Ranma! If his armor's too strong, I'll just have to go after his knees. Then he won't be able to stand!
Oh, yeah! When it comes to fighting, Ueki sure uses his head.
What a fool. Just because this robot falls doesn't mean it's defeated. I have an idea. I'll make it land right on top of him. He'll be crushed! Kurogane! Pick! What? No way! He cracked the armor?
The powers of the sacred weapons weren't enough to crack the armor on their own, so I just let the weight of the falling robot do the job.
Yay!
Kosuke's celestial powers are getting stronger every day. Now they're getting very close to a level 2.
Grano, to be honest, for a while there, your power was really freaking me out. But I never let fear get the best of me, and I don't surrender. I made up my mind to go rescue Mr. K. And I'm not gonna let anybody stop me!
The real battle is about to begin, you know. What are you doing, Peckle? Give me another robot model. Hurry up. And while you're at it, how about we try one of those? Peckle!
The power to change photos into models.
Good work. The power to change models into real objects! See, wasn't that pointless? You can destroy my robots over and over again, but as long as I've got these models, I'll just keep making new ones.
This is hopeless. There's no way that he'll be able to beat Grano.
You can keep on making them, but I'll just keep on destroying them! Raika!
It's useless. I guess you were hoping to knock me down again, right? Well, this time it didn't work. Better think of something else.
Please stop, Ueki. Can't you see that Grano can't be beaten? You've got to surrender. There's no other choice.
As punishment for defying me, you know I have to knock you out, right? Namehana! If I can't get behind you, I'll have to take you from the front! Hey! Come on, Grano, you'll have to do better than that! Pick! How about Ranma? Kurogane!
Why? Why doesn't he give up?
Hood!
Why?
Grano, to be honest, for a while there, your power was really freaking me out. But I never let fear get the best of me, and I don't surrender. I made up my mind to go rescue Mr. K. And I'm not gonna let anybody stop me!
Peckle, you don't get it, do you?
Yes, I do, Maple. I think I finally understand what you were trying to tell me.
Ha! A pointless attack. Hey, Peckle, what do you say we finish this guy off? Give me another model, okay? What's wrong with you, Peckle? I gave you an order.
The power to change photos into real objects.
That's better. Okay, let's have it.
I'll give it to you, all right. Hey,
what are you doing?
It's all clear to me now. It's It's not that Ueki has always been this brave. It's just that he's decided not to back down no matter what. It doesn't matter if I win or get beaten up. All that matters is that I fight for what I believe is right. It's important for me to stand strong in the face of danger. I can't let myself be beaten by fear anymore. I'm sorry, Maple. Now I know how hurt you must have felt when I wouldn't help you. My friend was getting beaten up and I didn't even lift a finger to help. But I'll never turn my back on a friend again, no matter how scared I am.
You little! This is what I get for helping you? I don't need you anymore! Rika! You alright, Peckle?
Ueki. From now on, Grano's not gonna get any more models from me. So why don't you go ahead and beat him?
Sure thing. Just leave it to me.
I won't need Peckle to beat you as long as I've still got this robot. Commence charging a photon cannon!
Go find a safe spot.
Okay.
This'll finish you off, right?
I don't think so.
Pick! The last desperate act, huh? What good is that?
What? Wait a minute, what's he doing? Is he using it to jump over my head and get behind me?
Have you forgotten already? The photon cannon can rotate and fire from the back.
It's charged and ready to fire. 3, 2, 1, fire!
All right! How did he do it?
I used the pick as a ramp to get behind you, as well as to get in close to your gun. And then I used my power, jamming trees into the barrels of your photon cannon.
You've done it this time. It's obvious that you're a very skilled fighter. But now, all that power of yours is going to be the end of you. What do you think of this?
That's me!
The power to change models into real objects! Remember that picture Peckle took of you before the battle started? Well, I had him change it into a model.
Oh no!
You can't possibly beat yourself in the shape you're in now, so there's no point in even trying. My level 2 allows me to pilot or control anything that I've changed into a real object, so I have all your strengths and mine too.
You control me?
Yes. In order to control you, all I have to do is believe that what I'm doing is the right thing. It's actually pretty easy.
This sucks!
The way I see it, all those who stand in my way and keep me from winning battles are considered evil. Now, Object Ueki, with your sense of justice, attack the enemy that stands before you!
I guess that means I have to attack you.
What's that?
Kurogane! Pick!
How did that happen?
That's because the enemy that stands before me is you. Hey, good work.
Huh? Did he win? Oh, I know. Let's see. There it is! The hidden treasure!
Hey, Ueki!
Victory!
Yeah!
What do you think? Is this it?
The winner of the first match of the third round, Team Ueki!
Oh, yeah! All right!
It's all ours! By the way, what is the treasure?
King Super Rare Bromide, not for sale.
What is this, a joke? You've got to be kidding!
This is awful!
It's kind of creepy!
I could change it into a tree.
So those are the abilities of Kosuke Ueki, the fighter I considered to be my chief rival. Not good enough, I'm afraid. After the level of fighting I've just seen here, I doubt very much that you'll make it through the third round. So those are the abilities of Kosuke Ueki, the fighter I considered to be my chief rival. Not good enough, I'm afraid. After the level of fighting I've just seen here, I doubt very much that you'll make it through the third round.
Looks like Ueki and his team won after all. Just like you said they would, Liho.
Our medicine here in the Celestial world is far more effective than what's available in your world. I'm sure that by the time you have to fight tomorrow, you'll be feeling good as new. The next match between Team Marilyn and Team Capucho is about to start. You can watch it on the monitors if you like.
What? Hey, wait a second! Are you telling me that our matches were being watched by the other teams?
Yes, of course they were.
So then anyone who watched would have learned exactly what the limiting conditions of our powers are!
Oh, yes. I suppose you're right. But you're free to watch their matches as well. So you see, no one has an advantage over anyone else.
You could have told us that before! Ueki! Come on! We gotta go and watch! Hurry! They might have already started!
Sit there!
Excuse me?
Yes, Heckle?
Can I quit now? I'm not cut out for this stuff.
Huh?
You'll lose your power. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes, I am. The best thing about my power was that I've always liked models anyway. I never cared about the talent of blank and all that stuff.
I understand. You'll be returned to your world as soon as possible.
Ueki?
Huh?
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't believe I could change. Thanks so much.
No prob.
Oh, it looks like the second match is underway. You're about 5 minutes late.
What? Then what are we waiting for? Let's get to the monitors!
Right this way!
Where'd he go?
Hey, wait for us!
Ah, here you are! Great work, everyone!
Oh, Yo-chan?
That's right! What an outstanding victory! Thanks to your efforts, I'm that much closer to becoming the Celestial King's aide! Now I think it's time for a well-deserved rest at our hotel. Come on, I'll take you there.
We don't have time for that!
We gotta hurry or we'll miss it!
Oh. The second match is already over.
Huh?
Team Maryland 4, Team Capucho 0, Dancing Fish Island.
What? No way. They totally wiped out Team Capucho and it only took them 5 minutes.
Whoa, what's up with that team? 5 minutes? That's impossible! I guess Team Capucho must be pretty weak. No. Without my Gulliver, I never would have won against Capucho. And when Nico goes underground, there's nobody better than him.
Can you explain how they won so fast?
Well, I...
Clear the way! This is an emergency!
If they can do this to Team Capucho...
I guess you must be Ueki. Have you seen the schedule for the upcoming matches yet? It seems your team will be fighting mine tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it.
Tomorrow it is.
Please come. You're welcome. Please come.
What's the matter, Kosuke? Come on, you're not really that worried about facing off against Marilyn and her team tomorrow, are ya? Okay. Fine, ignore me.
Leo!
You can forget it! There's no way we'll ever win against those guys! Until now, we've been fighting as teams, and that's worked out pretty good. But if the rules change for the next match and I've got to face anyone on my own, I don't stand a chance!
Honestly, that goes for me, too!
They might have acted all nice and friendly when they met us, but there was something about them that really gave me the creeps. They're gonna be a lot tougher to beat than Grana was, that's for sure. You know, it sure would help if I could use her power.
What are you talking about? I've been trying my best, you know. Nothing on this stupid list you gave me works. Any more bright ideas, Sono?
Huh? Oh. Maybe you just need to look at these another way. This may come as a shock to you, but Sano can be quite careless. I'm sure he's got a few of these things mixed up. I
think we'd better take a second look at everything on this list.
How can you talk about me like that? What do you know about it? Nothing, that's what.
What, did I say something wrong?
But I'm not careless! I like being spontaneous, all right?
Those sound the same to me.
You're wrong! They're not alike at all!
Yes, they are!
You're wrong!
Hey, Hideyoshi, did you see where Ueki went?
No, I didn't. I think he said he was going out for some fresh air.
Kosuke Ueki, with your current skill level, you will not be able to defeat Team Maryland.
Oh, is that right? Don't be so sure about that.
Believe me, I know. And if you want to learn how to win, you're gonna have to fight me right here and now. Of course, you should know that I'm not doing you any favors. I'm not gonna hold back because when I fight to win. And I have to say, at this moment, you don't have the skill to defeat me. Here's the deal. Considering the fact that you can't beat me, I'll forfeit the match to you if you're still standing when the sun goes down. If you accomplish that, then you just might have a chance against Team Maryland. Do you accept my challenge or not?
Well, Leo, you sure like to have everything your way, don't you? You know what? I don't think I'm gonna lose. Let's do it. I'm ready when you are, Leo. But I don't really like the rule about me staying on my feet till the sun goes down. If we're gonna fight, let's fight until one of us is defeated.
All right. I'd like to see just how much stronger you've become since we last met.
Listen up, Kosuke! Watch his moves and learn from them. Don't attack him right away, okay?
Here I come, Leo!
Hey!
I can't believe you attack so recklessly. You've just wasted a really decent technique! Never take your eye off your opponent.
Kosuke!
I don't believe it. He stopped the pick with nothing but his hands. Then he got right behind me before I saw what happened.
That is my stealth technique. I directed all of my bodily energy at the pick so that I can deflect it with the slightest touch. Then I redirected that power into the ground through my foot and crossed the distance between us in a single leap.
I see. Just like last time, you're gonna fight without your power and depend only on your strength.
Yes, of course. My only reason for coming here to participate in this competition is to further my training.
What do you think you're doing? Uh-oh, this isn't good. I was just making my rounds, and here I find you two fighting. I think I made myself very clear when I told everyone that battles anywhere but in the official venues were against the rules, so how do you explain yourselves? I can't help but see this as a deliberate violation unless you can convince me otherwise.
Huh?
He's gonna be unconscious for a little while.
Don't you think maybe we're in enough trouble?
No need to worry. I hit him with a memory strike. When he comes to, he won't remember anything that happened to him.
What's with this guy?
Now we don't have to worry about anyone interfering. Let's see what you've got, Ueki.
I'm not gonna hold back! Ranma!
I developed that advanced circular block during my Tai Chi training. The principle of circular energy in Tai Chi is to accept your opponent's power and redirect it back at him. Even your sacred weapon is no match for my advanced skills and technique.
Okay then, how about this? Mash!
In this case, we're too close together for me to redirect your sacred weapon. Gaimon Chochu! A warrior must occupy the space in which he is safe from his opponent's attacks and from which he can strike at will. That is the foundation of martial arts.
Then I'll just have to attack you from further away! Raika! Kurogane!
all. I thought I told you. My circular block can absorb the energy of any attack.
Oh yeah? Then what would happen if you couldn't see my attack coming? Gulliver! I've gotcha.
I'm afraid that's only an image of me.
Kosuke!
Wow, he's really good. But how is it possible for him to be this strong without even using his power? Wait a minute! He doesn't use his power! Don't tell me.
I guess you finally figured it out. That's right, I'm strong because I don't use my power all the time. And your weakness is that you rely on your power and your sacred weapons far too much. The power of a weapon is limited, but the strength of a human being is unlimited. Even if your weapons are effective, you won't become stronger if you never fight without them. Now it's time to finish this. But before I do that, there's something that I'd like to show you. Kosuke Ueki, the power you have is a celestial power that's been transplanted into your body. If you channel that power inward, store it deep within yourself, and allow it to build and grow, even you are capable of something like this!
It looks like he's on fire!
That's the end of it. I suppose you did your best.
I think I get it. I guess I've been limiting my own power without even knowing it. It's all making sense to me now, Leho. What you're saying is, I still have the ability to get way stronger than I already am.
After all that, he comes up smiling. That's the attitude of a rival worthy of my respect.
You know, that's good advice. I'll be sure to take it.
Kosuke, wait! What are you doing?
Oh, I can't believe it. He's imitating me. He's actually gonna try and focus the celestial power like I did. Excellent. This is exactly what I was hoping he'd do. I think I'll counterattack with the same technique he's trying. Here's your chance. Let's see your true power. However, this celestial power can be very difficult to keep under control on the first try. What? What's happening? Could this be Kosuke Ueki's true power?
Hey! Ueki! Ueki, where are you?
I wonder where he could have disappeared to this late in the day. It's starting to get dark out here. Isn't that the Celestial King's aide? I wonder what he's doing here. This seems like an awfully strange place to take a nap. Without a blanket or anything, he could catch a cold out here.
What's going on? Oh no! Ueki's on fire! I don't understand.
Impossible! I can't believe that he's able to channel his celestial power like this after only seeing me do it once. And on top of that, it's more powerful than I'd imagined it could be. I see. He's a celestial being to begin with, and his candidate granted him additional celestial power. When channeled together, the result is awesome. What incredible power. If I hadn't directed all of my energy into my chest to absorb that attack, I would have been destroyed for sure. He's left me no choice. I'll just have to use all of my power, too!
They're moving so fast I can't even see them.
How is this guy still conscious after smashing into those rock walls so many times? It can't be. Wait, Kosuke Ueki, are you even conscious? It's possible that he can't control the celestial power anymore. And I'm afraid his psyche has been overwhelmed as well. In that case, it'll be easy to defeat him. This time it's over! It looks like you finally regained consciousness.
Uh-huh. How'd I get here? What happened to me?
You couldn't manage the incredible power you tapped into a moment ago. The force of it totally overwhelmed you. From now on, you should focus on developing your celestial power while maintaining control. If you continue to practice and remain disciplined, one day you'll be able to control an even greater power than that.
Ueki!
That's the end of this fight. We shall meet again.
Wait! This isn't over till I say it's over.
Ueki! Are you alright?
He's not going to be able to stand on his own for a while. You'll have to help him walk back. I'd say that Kosuke Ueki definitely pushed himself beyond his limit today. I guess it's just as well. I've shown him what I think he needed to know.
Ueki!
I can't believe it. You're still standing. I'm impressed, Kosuke Ueki. It seems that you've won this fight after all.
Huh?
Before we started fighting, I said that you'd be the winner if you could still stand by the time the sun went down. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the sun has just gone down.
Quit messing around! That sunset thing was your idea, not mine! This is over when I say it's over. So stop talking and get back to fighting.
Ueki, no!
As long as I can stand, I can keep on fighting.
Ueki!
You're in no shape to continue fighting, I'm sorry to say. Just give up. The fight was over long ago.
Forget that! I am not a quitter. You should know that about me by now. I'm not going out like this.
Do you really want to take this as far as it'll go? In that case, I wish you all the best, Kosuke Ueki. Win your next match against the formidable Team Marilyn and defeat all opponents who follow. Battle your way to the 4th round. I'll be waiting for you there. Continue to be disciplined in your training, and your strength will improve. The opponent I want to fight most is not the one who lies before me, but the more worthy one I know you will eventually become. Until then.
Come on, that's enough already. You're completely exhausted.
Wait a minute, Leo. Thanks. You can count on me, Leo. I'm definitely gonna make it to the 4th round. There's no way I'll lose against Team Marilyn or anyone else for that matter. And the next time we meet, I'll be ready for you. Huh.
Hey, where am I? What am I doing here? I got a code.
Underworld Prison.
All prisoners on your feet! Let's go! Get up!
The day we've been waiting for has finally arrived, Mr. K. Huh?
What was that?
Don't you remember? Today's the 3rd round of the Power Users Battle. Huh?
Hey, Mr. K. Do you think Ueki and his teammates will be okay?
I don't know. Probably.
Things are gonna get a lot tougher for them now that they're in the third round. There's even the possibility of someone getting killed.
Guess so. Yeah, it could happen.
They're probably fighting their hearts out right now as we speak. I just wish there was something we could do to help them. It all makes me feel so weak and pathetic!
All right, who did that?
That guy did it.
Oh? What?
You're doing a great job there, Wonko.
He's awful! I can't believe he worked as a teacher in the human world.
Huh? Someone's here to see them? I'm sorry, but no one in this prison is allowed to have visitors. Besides, aren't you a Celestial? Then you should know that you're forbidden to come to the underworld in the first place.
Oh, come on. I'm sure there are exceptions to the rules.
Huh? You think a little envelope like this is gonna change my mind? Oh! Whoa, I don't believe it!
By this time, the first round's probably long over. I sure wonder if Sano's doing all right. How can you be so calm at a time like this, Mr. K?
Well, what can I tell you? Me worrying about it isn't going to help anyone anyway.
Huh?
Prisoner 119, Kobayashi, and Prisoner 120, Inumaru, you have a visitor.
What? Huh?
And you are...
My name is Yo-chan, and I'm very pleased to meet you both. I'm standing in for you, Kobayashi, as Ueki's candidate for king of the celestial world.
I thought candidates for king weren't allowed in the underworld. You'll be in a lot of trouble if you get caught.
Don't worry, I've already taken care of that. You see, one of the guards has a bit of a weakness. He's a huge fan of the king. Nobody's better than the king! When I offered him some rare photos of the king, he decided to bend the rules. Come to think of it, Ueki was the one who gave them to me in the first place.
Really?
And that's not all. I also convinced him to let me bring in this TV and VCR so you can watch some of the matches.
Yeah? So what do you want?
Well, I figured by now you'd be worried about everyone. That's a clip from Team Ueki's first match.
Ready, Rico? Take this!
This should make these guys happy. Then it won't matter which one of them becomes king, because they'll both think of me when it comes time to choose an aide. Sometimes I can't believe how clever I am.
The winner of the first match of the third round, Team Ueki!
They got through the first match without too much trouble. But then again, you weren't worried about it, were you, Mr. K?
I guess that means they're all okay.
And all along, he was trying to act like he wasn't worried about them.
I guess it's almost time for our match against Team Maryland.
That's right.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey, you guys! Hey!
Oh, it's Yo-chan. Is there something wrong?
I have a message for all of you from Mr. Kobayashi.
What?
Whew. Here we are. I'll read it for you. Yo-chan showed me video footage of your team in action. You've done well.
From here on in, the battles are only going to get more difficult. Don't be so hard on yourself. You can't use your power yet, but your support and encouragement help your teammates. Hideyoshi, Yo-chan told me how worried you are about your former candidate Nero. He's here too, and let me assure you he's doing just fine. Rinko, you're the brains behind this team. Be the voice of reason when things get complicated. Sano, Wonko's been worried sick about you, so go out there and beat everyone who stands in your way so he can finally relax. And lastly, Ueki, be true to your natural sense of justice, and no one will be able to stop you. Good luck.
All right!
do it!
Time for the first match of the day! We will start off today with a match between Team Ueki and Team Marilyn!
I guess we can't put off fighting these monsters any longer.
What's the matter, Ai? You scared or something?
Who wouldn't be? I don't even know what my power is yet!
I was going over that list with Sano again last night, and we came up with 2 possibilities. But I don't think either one of them was written down correctly.
I'm sorry.
I'm never gonna learn what my power is.
Ai, you know how important it is for us to win this battle so we can free our candidates from the underworld. But we're a team, and I want us all to stick together no matter what happens. Besides, you've got nothing to worry about. I'll protect you if things get bad.
Ueki. Huh?
That's right, Ai. We're powerless. But we can count on the 3 of them to look after us in a fight. We'll be okay.
Hey, you've got a power and you're gonna fight!
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
She's here.
I didn't sleep very well last night because I was so excited about our match. I've really been looking forward to it. Marilyn Carey, year 2, comes from a super rich family, hobby collecting dresses.
That's a bad habit. It's important that we all get our sleep because a good night's rest is one of the best ways to maintain good physical fitness. Memory, year 2, hobby nitpicking.
She's right. Lack of rest also does terrible things to your skin. Women should always be sure to get their beauty rest. Matthew, year 2, hobby picking up women.
Come on now, just let it go. Let's not worry about that now. Pudding, year 2, hobby copying sutras.
That's wrong. That's totally wrong. Baron, year 2, hobby none.
I can see that both teams have arrived. Now, please listen while I explain the rules. This match takes place in one of the Celestial World's most famous locations, Gentle Ghost Town.
Here you go.
It's a necklace.
Each team will be given 5 necklaces, 4 of which are worth a single point each, and 1 which is worth 10 whole points. Your goal is very simple. Get as many necklaces from your opponents as possible within the given time limit. The team that has the most points at the end of the match will be declared the winner.
But, how can you tell how many points they're worth? Huh?
They're designed so that you won't know until you've captured one. It's more fun that way, don't you think?
That's not a very good reason.
Well, this isn't as bad as I thought. If all we have to do is get their necklaces, then I probably won't even have to fight.
By the way, the only way to get one of those necklaces off your opponent is to knock them unconscious. So you'll have to fight hard to win.
Okay, I'll try my hardest!
I sincerely hope that since your last fight, you've had a chance to reconsider your strategy and improve your skills. I'd hate for you to let us win this match without putting up a decent fight.
All right, Team Ueki and Team Marilyn, off you go to Gentle Ghost Town.
So I guess this is it, Gentle Ghost Town.
I wonder if that means there are actually ghosts here.
It just seems like an old abandoned town, that's all.
He's right, you know. The term ghost town means a town that has been abandoned by all of its inhabitants. The name doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to find any ghosts.
Hey! I think I just saw something in there! See? There really are ghosts! They're not gonna try and take over our bodies or anything, are they?
Isn't it supposed to be like bad luck or something to fight in a place like this?
I wonder where Team Marilyn ended up. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Come on, you guys! Get behind me right now!
What's going on? Is that Team Marilyn?
You've got to be kidding me. How could they possibly have figured out exactly where we were so fast?
I guess now we've got more to worry about than just a few little ghosts.
When they stop to reload, we should make a run for cover in one of those buildings. So much for the door.
Good to see you again, Team Ueki. You're caught like a mouse in a trap. Memory, how many minutes did it take for us to defeat Team Capucho yesterday?
5 minutes. 5 minutes and 7 seconds, to be exact.
All right. Then why don't we try to win this one in 4 minutes?
We're not just gonna roll over and lose, you know.
Speed cannon!
You missed them.
Oh!
You okay, Arn? She's a good friend of yours, isn't she? If you don't want to hurt her, you shouldn't use such destructive weapons in a crumbling old building like this one.
She's right. In this place, Rinko's bead cannon and my sacred weapons will do more harm than good.
Honestly, they must have wanted us to run in here.
Then let's give this one a try. Boomerang cutter!
Too slow, too slow.
Now, don't get all depressed about it. Here, I've got a little something for you.
It's a flash grenade!
My eyes!
Look out, Hideyoshi! Eye behind you! Right up! Just in the nick of time.
What would I do without you, Ueki?
There, that's better. I can finally see again.
That was so heartwarming. Now that's team spirit. So eagerly endangering yourselves in order to help your friends. Too bad it didn't work. This is the price you pay for that sentimental attitude of yours.
Rinko!
Oh, how disappointing. This necklace is only worth 1 point. But that means we're ahead by 1 point. You can have Rinko back. We're done with her. Always trying to protect your friends on the battlefield really isn't that smart. The fact that you couldn't use your own power to defend yourself just now should tell you something.
This is my fault. I was the one closest to her, but I didn't notice that one of our enemies had targeted her.
I guess I really shouldn't always count on my teammates to rescue me when I'm in trouble. If I don't even have the strength to protect myself, someone else will always have to pay the price.
What's wrong with covering for each other? Of course it's important to be able to use your powers to defend yourself, but nobody's perfect, and none of us have the same abilities. That's the whole reason for fighting as a team. Our strengths make up for each other's weaknesses.
You sound like a natural-born leader. But what are you gonna do about the fact that your team is at a 5-4 disadvantage at the moment?
We're gonna run.
We're gonna run? After that big speech you just made?
When your team is in an unfavorable position, the best thing to do is retreat and regroup for the next fight. Congratulations on a wise decision, but I'm afraid that you're still trapped in this old building and there doesn't seem to be an easy way out, does there?
She's right. If I try to use my sacred weapons, this old building will collapse on top of us for sure. That's the hole I made before.
Memory, how are we doing for time?
We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds left until the 4-minute mark.
That should give us plenty of time to knock out the rest of this team. Come on, let's finish this.
Yeah, all right.
That's so unfortunate, Ueki. I guess you really didn't learn anything from yesterday's match, did you?
That's what you think.
I told you, the building can't handle your sacred weapon. Huh? That's the hole he made with his last attack. I never would have thought they'd use that route to escape us.
That's 4 minutes.
It looks as though it'll take us a little longer than I thought to beat them.
This is no laughing matter.
Memory, which direction are they headed?
At the moment, they're heading north-northwest.
Apparently, they haven't found the transmitter you planted on Ueki before the match started.
They're definitely a step up from the opponents we've had to face so far, but there's nothing to worry about. We won't even need to use our powers to knock them out. This time, I'll make sure all those days of training do not go to waste.
Ueki, as soon as we can find a safe place for Rinko, I'm gonna go back. We've got to show these guys we're not scared of them.
Hang on a minute. I know you're upset, but don't you think we should try and come up with some kind of plan?
If I don't go back right away, I don't know what I'll do.
I'm with you. If I keep running away from a fight like this, I'm honestly gonna feel like a coward.
Kosuke, you've got to do something. No one's thinking clearly. If we're not careful, we're gonna run into some kind of trap. You should know this by now.
What's wrong?
I just had a really great idea.
Well, come on, tell us what it is.
It's a plan to defeat them all, and it's plain and simple.
Oh, really? What kind of plan is it?
There's no time to explain the whole thing now, but what's most important is that we make them believe that everyone on the team but me is running away. Now, get going. Are you sure, Ueki? What are you waiting for?
Okay, everyone, if Ueki's got a plan, we should do what he says.
She's right. Let's do it.
We're counting on you, Ueki.
So, Kosuke, what's this plan you're talking about?
Oh my, are you all alone?
Yeah, but now that I figured out what your weakness is, I don't think I'm gonna need any help to defeat you.
I suppose you've come up with a new strategy. But I doubt very much that it'll work out as well as you hope it will.
Let's try it and find out. Raika! I'm not gonna let my friends get hurt anymore, even if it costs me my life!
Hey, up here!
Raika!
Hey, Ueki, I think it's time to give you another present.
Oh no, I can't see a thing. But that means they can't see me either.
Baron, Ueki's 3 steps to your left, then 4 steps straight ahead.
Roger.
Tenko!
I'm okay. Look out! Here he comes!
Raika! It's just like Leo said. This team is incredibly strong. I guess I can't stall much longer.
I thought I told you. My circular block can absorb the energy of any attack.
The circular block.
From now on, you should focus on developing your celestial power while maintaining control. If you continue to practice and remain disciplined, one day you'll be able to control an even greater power than that.
That was a pretty good punch, but you know, I've trained a fair bit myself.
I should have known it wasn't gonna be that easy.
This is strange. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to Ueki's movements. He says he has a plan, but I don't see it. Wait a minute! Marilyn!
Huh?
He's just trying to buy his teammates enough time to escape!
Ueki, is this true?
Yeah, who knows? By this time, they could be just about anywhere. I don't actually have a plan or anything like that. I'm just trying to distract your team long enough for mine to get away. Before you said it was stupid for us to try and help each other. But if I'm really so stupid, why was it so easy for me to deceive your entire team?
It seems that I may have underestimated you, but rest assured, I won't make that mistake a second time.
Don't worry about Ueki. He'll be all right.
Honestly, he said he had some kind of plan, didn't he?
That's right. And all we have to do for now is get Rinko to a place where she'll be safe.
I guess so.
Don't tell me you're risking your life just so your teammates can escape. If you keep this up, you have absolutely no chance of winning. However, I have to admit, your decision to stall us temporarily while your friends retreated to a safer position was quite good.
I sure hope it worked.
But there's no way that you'll get the best of us in the long run, even if you have become somewhat stronger since your last match. Because after all, we've been training as soldiers since we were just little kids.
What are you saying?
Well, I can't tell you everything.
Okay, whatever.
Are you serious? You're not the slightest bit interested in what I meant when I said you had no hope of winning this match, or that we've been training as soldiers since we were kids?
All right, fine. If you want to tell me, go ahead. I'm listening.
See, I knew it. You're just dying to know, aren't
Well,
you?
no, not really.
Okay, all right. If you absolutely must know, I'll tell you.
What's her problem?
We all grew up in a war zone. Even as small children, we were trained relentlessly so that we'd be ready to take our place on the battlefield. Numerous techniques for gaining the upper hand in a fight were drummed into us.
It all makes sense now. That's why these guys are so tough to beat even without using their powers. I can't imagine what'll happen once they do start to use them.
Fortunately for us, the fighting ended before we were ever called into battle. And after the war was over, my father's business became very successful. In only a few years, my family had joined the upper class. Then we adopted my orphaned comrades to be our servants, and that about brings us up to date.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Does that mean you've gotten everything you've wanted ever since?
Indeed.
Then what's your reason for fighting in these matches in the first place?
My reason? To be honest, I don't have a reason. But to try and answer your question, I'd have to say that when I'm on the battlefield, I know I'm at my best. I can honestly say it's the only situation I've been in where I feel truly alive.
Makes sense. Now I get why I felt a chill the last time I ran into her. She's only fighting because she enjoys it. That's why I wasn't able to figure out whether her intentions were good or bad.
All right, that's enough of this chit-chat.
Huh?
We're going after your friends now. I guess we'll see you around.
Hold it!
Baron!
Hey!
I cannot let you pass.
I'd like you to stay here and fight against Ueki. When you finish with him, come and find us. I'll be waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no, if I don't do something quick, they're gonna catch my friends. Get out of my way!
Sure.
Thanks.
Huh? Hey, you tricked me! Hold it, you little sneak!
But didn't you just say I could go?
Why, you! Ah! Let's see if you can sneak past my advanced knife fighting skills! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Are you alright?
I got lucky. It landed between my toes. You got me again!
No, you did that to yourself.
No matter how many dirty tricks you have up your sleeve, you're not getting past me. Baron always does what Marilyn tells him to.
I can't go on.
Just a little further, Baron. Come on. See? You can do it. See? Told ya. You should always listen to others.
Listen to others?
During those long days of brutal training, Marilyn was always there to help pull me through. Therefore I, Baron, have sworn my allegiance to Marilyn for life!
Whoa! All of a sudden he's way faster than he was before. I wonder if he was holding back or what.
Ah!
I didn't realize he fought with more than just his knife.
Baron is second to none in hand-to-hand combat!
Your weakness is close combat!
I know! Raika! I'll get some distance on him and then attack him with the Kurogane.
Not so fast!
Your knife missed me!
What the? I'm right behind you!
Ah!
Ah!
This is crazy. He got all the way over here in an instant. I sure hope that's not his power. Tell me, what is your power anyway?
Baron's power is the power to transport my body to wherever my knife is. In an instant, I can move to the exact spot my knife happens to be at the time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But did you really want me to know what your power was?
No, not again!
I guess that's just part of who you are.
Be quiet! Marilyn once told me it's best to be obedient.
I guess it doesn't matter how much distance I put between us. Okay then, let's see how he likes the Gulliver!
The power to transport my body to wherever my knife is!
Take this! Kurogane! Hit!
Baron is able to dodge your attacks. The question is, can you dodge his?
This guy's really tough. His physical strength and fighting ability are overwhelming, even when he doesn't use his power.
What are you doing, Kosuke Ueki? Baron's knife-fighting skills are second to none, and his body has been strengthened by years of the harshest training imaginable. Can't you see that your opponent is a master of hand-to-hand combat? You won't beat him if you insist on fighting like that. You know better. Remember all of the techniques you've learned.
Kurogane!
Darn! None of your sacred weapons seem to be working in this battle!
Since nothing else seems to be working, I guess I don't have much of a choice. I don't really care if I lose consciousness again. I have to raise my celestial power to its full potential!
What's this?
That all you got? He still managed to keep up with me. His strength and his reflexes are unbelievable.
Can you begin to appreciate the ferocity of a true soldier? Probably not. Someone like you doesn't know what it means to be in a real fight.
Is he trying to say that we have different ways of fighting or something? I'm not even sure what my way is. Different ways of fighting. What is my way of fighting?
I guess you finally figured it out. That's right. I'm strong because I don't use my power all the time. And your weakness is that you rely on your power and your sacred weapons far too much.
The power of a weapon is limited, but the strength of a human being is unlimited. Even if your weapons are effective, you won't become stronger if you never fight without them.
I rely on my weapons too much.
What are you gonna do, Kosuke? None of your sacred weapons have worked, and he's so much stronger than you!
If none of my sacred weapons work and I can't beat him physically, then what? I think I know.
Oh no. Baron must go and find Marilyn now. You've done your best, but now it's time for me to finish this. This is it!
Marilyn, I've spotted Team Ueki at 2 o'clock at a distance of approximately 20 city blocks.
What do you know? They actually managed to get pretty far. Let's get around them and attack from the front. Find us a route.
Right away.
I'm taking you out! What?
Not today.
Nice move.
How can this be? I'm a master of hand-to-hand combat. There's no way!
You're probably right about that, but I've got a different strategy now. It's all about keeping you off balance. If I stop trying to attack and concentrate on that, I have a good chance of beating this guy. And then... sacred weapons. Kurogane!
You've got it now, Kosuke Ueki.
How'd you like that? Guess you didn't have enough time to throw your knife.
What happened? Up until a minute ago, you could barely even defend yourself against any of Baron's knife attacks.
I finally figured out what the main difference was between the way you and I fight. I've always thought of weapons and physical skills as two separate things and never thought to use them together. But I noticed that when you combined your weapon with your physical skill, the one strengthened the other. And your fighting power increased significantly as a result. In fact, it was the only way I could counter your attack, because my sacred weapons weren't working, and I'm not that good at hand-to-hand combat. Turns out it was the best way to fight you.
All you did was copy Baron?
Guess so. But there's this guy that I know who's obsessed with training. The idea came to me when I remembered something he said last time we fought. And if I want to fight him again, I have to defeat you. If I can't beat you, there's no way I'm gonna beat him. Now, let's settle this, Baron!
You're interesting, kid. Since we started this fight, you've improved your skills to the point where you're just about a worthy match for me. Never met anyone like you. But Baron will defeat you!
That won't work this time! Kurogane! Yeah!
Can't fool me like that again! Now that you've hit me twice, I can see what you're trying to do!
This sucks.
I suppose it was only a matter of time. It only took a few attacks for Baron to figure out that Ueki was trying to keep him off balance. So what now, Kosuke Ueki?
How about this?
Yes, into the alley.
Mash!
Very good. Trapping Baron in the alley with the mash limits where he can throw his knife.
Nice try! I can go straight up!
Yeah, that's exactly what Ueki wanted.
You know, my sacred weapons aren't only effective when you're off balance. If I combine my physical skill with my weapons, this is what I'm capable of.
That was truly a good hit. If I let him land another one of those, I'll be in serious trouble. But now I see how he does it. I will not be defeated! I finally understand how strong you are. But with this next move, I will defeat you! The power to transport my body to wherever my knife is, level 2!
What's that? Hey, wait! That's the same instant transport move you've been doing all along. I just have to dodge it.
What's wrong? Why didn't you move?
Huh? What's going on? My feet are stuck to the ground. I can't move.
This is Baron's level 2. The feet of anyone standing within 1 meter of the spot I instantly transport to will be stuck to the ground. So, now there's no escape from my hand-to-hand combat!
If you've had this power the whole time we've been fighting, why haven't you used it until now?
Your weapon! The weakness of Baron's level 2 is that it locks his feet to the spot as well. So I didn't want to risk using it until I was sure that you didn't have a sacred weapon that would work in close combat.
This isn't good. Kosuke Ueki was finally able to fight at Baron's level once he thought to combine the power of his sacred weapons with his physical skills. But if he can't use his sacred weapons, he doesn't stand a chance.
Can't keep this up. Marilyn!
What? Marilyn? Marilyn? I don't see her. Where is she? Marilyn!
See ya!
Huh? He tricked me! The power to transport my body to wherever my knife is. Level 2. I guess you thought you could get away and buy yourself some time. But you've made a big mistake by running into this building. There's nothing here but walls, and the only way out is the entrance you just came through. Now you've got nowhere to run. That makes me the winner!
be so sure. Kurogane! Good! Ranma! Max! Hit! Namihana! If I can't aim them at you, I guess I'll have to aim them at the ceiling.
That's crazy! You can't move either! We'll both be buried in the rubble from the ceiling!
That doesn't really matter to me. Because if I can't defeat you, then there's no way I'll be able to go up against Liho again. But what are you gonna do? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for Marilyn's sake just to make sure I'm knocked out?
Just a little further, Baron. Come on.
I'll be waiting.
Oh! Marilyn, she's waiting for me. I shall always obey her orders. Release level 2!
I'm free!
Only one of us will be crushed in the rubble. You tricked me!
That was really close.
There was only one exit, and only one way to escape that building. So you thought ahead and left the mash out there before you went in. That was a brilliant combination of technique and strategy. It looks as though you've gotten stronger, Kosuke Ueki. That's what makes you my greatest rival.
Is everyone else on Team Marilyn really as tough as this guy? Don't worry, you guys. I'm on my way.
Wait a second.
What's wrong, Sano?
Finally, we found you! Well, you won't get away this time. So, shall we get started? Sano?
Huh?
Let me see if I can guess what you're thinking about right now. Rinko's already been defeated, which leaves Mori, who can't even use her power. And Hideyoshi, whose power is inadequate for attacking.
Hey!
I suppose you're hoping that Ueki will come back to help you. But I doubt very much that he'll show up in time to save you guys from getting wiped out.
Come to think of it, lately I've gotten into the bad habit of relying on Ueki to bail me out when I get into trouble. We're at a total disadvantage, but so what? I've got to do something. Hideyoshi, I need to talk to you for a sec.
Huh?
That's good.
Now!
This really is a crude plan.
Change back to Tao!
And now, change back to sound!
Huh? Hey, they're gone!
For now, it's up to me to protect my friends. I've got to do something.
Well, it seems as though there's more than one person with some brains on Team Ueki. Great! This is just the kind of fight I like, otherwise it wouldn't be any fun at all!
That team is really strong. We'll just have to come up with strategies as we're fighting.
Yeah, but how?
Don't worry about a thing. I'll take care of you.
Honestly, since you're protecting us, we're in no position to question your decisions, but...
Don't you think we'll be too much of a burden on you?
I think we can make it work. I guess I should say we've got to make it work. Huh.
So honestly, what are we gonna do?
Okay, first thing we have to do is...
Huh?
They're taking Rinko away to Coffin!
Ghosts, creatures of the celestial world, take care of those who have been knocked unconscious. Rate 750 celestial dollars per hour. Don't worry, your friend will be safe with us.
Hey, you really scared us!
Good. Now at least Rinko will be in a safe place. Huh? I'm okay.
Perhaps we can begin now?
They've already found us!
Let's go! What the? The power to change cows into iron!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I have to give you credit. You certainly do try hard.
Looks like you've managed to trap us.
Excuse me, Marilyn. We seem to have lost all contact with Baron. I hate to say it, but
Ueki must have beat him.
All right, that's our leader for you.
Now we both have the same number of team members again.
It's not that easy to defeat Baron. I'm impressed by how quickly he's able to learn. Well then, I'll just have to go find Ueki and beat him myself.
Ueki!
See ya!
Hey, hold on!
we're the ones you're supposed to fight against right now.
Get out of my way! I sure hope Ueki can beat Marilyn.
Meanwhile, Ueki is battling a celestial scorpion.
Huh? I can't see anything.
There's no hurry. They won't be able to attack because they can't see anything either.
We don't need to attack.
Huh? Come on, let's go!
It's showtime.
Look out! The smoke was to hide their traps.
Matthew, to your right. Push them to your right.
Roger.
Also, I don't want you to get distracted by flirting with that girl on their team, okay?
I'm not sure I can agree with that one. Over.
Hey! You don't need to worry about him. He may seem like a bit of a flake at times, but he always carries out his duties diligently.
Of course, I know! The team only works as a single unit when we all follow our orders to the letter. Although before, those guys were saying something about teamwork being all about protecting one another. We can't lose against a bunch of softies like that.
Come on, this way!
Okay, now Pudding!
The power to change my mouth into a fourth dimension portal! Looks like one of their traps!
The power to change blueprints into completed objects!
Run!
Pudding has stockpiled enough raw materials in the fourth dimension for 1,000 traps. And it's my job to make sure they get built.
Is this where it all ends?
This combination of powers is invincible.
This is crazy! I can't let myself get beaten like this! I said I'd protect them!
That was really reckless.
You could have been killed! Why'd you do that?
Because you saved me before.
But...
I thought I'd try and do the same for you. We're a team.
She's right. There's no need for me to try and do this all by myself. Right now, I've got my friends behind me. I don't know what I'd do without them. Listen, I have a plan.
Helping each other out doesn't have any place on a battlefield like this. The principles for victory in combat are to do your duty, to protect yourself, and to carry out your orders with absolute precision.
Meanwhile, Ueki is... battling a giant celestial snake!
Let's put this plan to work.
I knew it. I thought They might try something like that. I suppose Matthew might need a little help being that it's 3 against 1.
Huh? What now?
The power to change my mouth into a 4th dimension portal!
Ugh, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be supplying Memory with building materials for her traps?
That's already been taken care of. She has as much as she needs.
Let's take cover in that building!
I anticipated that, too. The power to change blueprints into completed objects!
Hideyoshi!
All I have to do now is lure him into the right spot and crush him under the rubble. I sure hope he falls for my latest trap design. The rest would be easy.
This is going just like Sano planned.
How did you get here?
Looks like it's all going according to plan.
I was only pretending to fall for your trap as I ran into the building.
I see. Then you guys must have split up so that Pudding would be lured down to the street and I'd be left up here all by myself.
Take this!
However, that strategy was not unexpected!
Hideyoshi!
I must say, it was a pretty gutsy move to try to disrupt our plans by coming after me, the commander of this unit. But giving you the impression that I was defenseless was just a ploy to lure you up here in the first place. Nah.
You all right?
Nothing to worry about here. How about you? I trust that you're carrying out your orders with due diligence?
Yes, of course. Our orders are simply to execute the missions that have been assigned to us. After all, that's always been what gives us our winning edge.
For example, I would never leave my position, even if you were in serious trouble.
As long as that's understood. Now let's see about finishing off those other 2.
Roger that.
You won't get away that easy. The power to change blueprints into completed objects! Huh? What's going on?
Memory, what's wrong?
Honestly, I figured you wouldn't be able to build any more traps if your blueprints were blocked.
But how? You fell for my trap! Sano's towels! That makes sense.
Yeah, you can draw all the blueprints you want, but it won't do you any good. Especially now that I know they can be blocked by one of my portraits.
It's too soon to be that smug. You may have stopped me from building more traps, but we've still got at least 10 out there ready to go. That should be enough.
Unfortunately for you, we've already discovered where all those traps are.
What?
Did you think we were just running around in circles out here, or what?
We've thoroughly searched this entire area. We could probably find our way around here blindfolded.
Looks like we won't get caught in your traps anymore. And without those blueprints, you can't build new ones either.
And now, it's our turn to attack.
Are you serious? This was your plan all along?
See ya!
If you think my traps aren't a threat to you anymore, you're badly mistaken.
Way to go, Hideyoshi!
Pudding! Detonate all your smoke bombs at once! Huh? So they know where the traps are, but they'll still walk right into them if they're concealed by smoke. A trap is still a trap if you can't see where it is.
Great! Now we can't see anything!
Don't worry. They've got the same problem we do.
That's what you think. From up here, I can easily direct Matthew and Pudding over the radio.
Then it's a good time to disable one of your powers.
I can easily dodge that.
Change back! Now change back to iron!
Huh? Matthew!
Roger.
Sano! Aye! Are you okay?
Trying to help your friends like that will just get you killed.
Huh? What? Pudding! But this is crazy! That voice! It was his!
You moron! All I had to do to fool you was put one of my portraits on him. Pretty good trick, don't you think?
What? A portrait?
No, I can't believe it. I thought he wrapped iron around Pudding's mouth to block his power, but he just wanted to keep him from saying anything.
That's right. But in order for our plan to work, we needed to have a huge smoke screen so that when you heard Hideyoshi's voice, you wouldn't be able to see that it was actually coming from Pudding.
So you anticipated all of this?
Yeah, we were actually trying to eliminate Pudding the whole time. There's no doubt about it. Your team works together perfectly. But you know something? I've got true friends behind me. Friends that would risk their lives to help each other. Looks like the situation's changed.
It's true. A plan like this would only work if you could trust your teammates with your life. Hideyoshi would have been knocked out if Sano hadn't wrapped that towel around his stomach. The same holds true for Mori. If she couldn't trust her teammates to save her when she got into trouble, but I thought helping each other out was useless. Is it possible that this team has learned to use that to their advantage?
Memory, do you read me?
Yes, I do, Marilyn.
I've been trying to track the signal from the transmitter I placed on Ueki, but I haven't had any luck. It must have come off during his fight with Baron. Ueki's most likely headed your way using a different route, or I would have found him by now. I'm gonna double back to your position ASAP.
Meanwhile, Ueki is...
I keep telling you, I'm not fit food!
battling a celestial shark!
Matthew, did you hear that?
Yeah.
This is pathetic. Marilyn left us in charge of knocking out the rest of this team, so we'd better make some progress before she gets back. It shouldn't make any difference to us what their strengths may be. We're soldiers. We've been given orders and we have a mission to accomplish. And that's how we prove we're members of Team Marilyn!
Does that mean I can use my power?
I was hoping that we could get through this round without revealing it. But that was before they beat Pudding. Use it! Hit him with all you got!
Roger.
The power to change my arms into 6!
What?
This is crazy!
How's he been able to hide a power like that all this time?
If he has 6 arms to attack with, how are we ever gonna fight back?
I guess they think the best defense is a good offense. Come on, let's move! Hey, you guys, we gotta keep moving. Huh? I'll get you!
The difference in our powers is clear. Your target was here, right? The power to change towels into iron. Sounds like garbage to me.
I can't let this guy... The power No.
Sano!
He's just... Too powerful.
Sano!
Matthew, he's not out yet. It looks like he's managed to avoid a direct hit.
Oh, really? He's got pretty good reflexes.
Let me remind you that we have to beat these guys before Marilyn gets back. This is the duty entrusted to us by our leader. And when we do our duty with diligence, it proves that we are Marilyn's comrades.
Roger that.
Whoa. This crew is really serious about trying to wipe us all out to impress Marilyn. We're Team Ueki! We can't go down like this without putting up a fight!
Now you're talking.
Huh?
What was that you said, Hideyoshi?
Huh?
Huh?
I'd say there's definitely something we can do here before Ueki comes back.
Sano!
And that is to survive. Do you think that all he cares about is whether or not we defeat the three of them before he comes back? Well, I don't. What he hopes to come back to is a group of friends that survive because they work together. When he does return, not one of us will be missing. He's on his way here right now, believing that we're all alive.
Yeah.
That's why we have to believe in him. We have to believe that he's gonna come back, and we've got to survive until then because we're part of Team Ueki.
Yeah, you're right!
Then let's see you try and prove it. If you think you're up to it. Well then, I suppose we should finish you three off before Ueki returns to save you.
Go ahead and try if you want to, but we won't be beaten that easily.
Don't think it'll be easy? What makes you say that?
How about this?
How about what?
What just happened? She hit three of us in one attack. My body. I can't move. What's going on here anyway?
You don't have a chance now. I struck each of you in the head, affecting your inner ear and impairing your equilibrium. Now, all that's left to do is finish you off. And don't think we'll be merciful just because you can't move. The battlefield is all about life and death, so there's really no point in complaining about it. By the way, Memory, Matthew, I'd sure like to know, with these three weak opponents, what have you been doing all this time? Our only purpose in life is to fight our enemies, and battle is the only thing that unites us. I have to say, I'm very disappointed that the two of you didn't complete your mission.
Sorry,
it won't happen again.
I thought Matthew was tough, but she's on a whole other level. This sucks. I'm shaking so much I can't even speak.
I'm not gonna let you hurt my friends. I told you this wasn't gonna be easy.
That's right. We still got Sano. There's not much a wimp like me can do in a fight like this, so there's no need for me to get involved. I'll only get beat up. I'm sure he's tough enough to deal with it.
You think that hurts?
My power wouldn't be of much help anyway. And Sano's been in way more battles than I have. At a time like this, it's up to a strong guy like Sano to protect us. We can always count on him to pull us through. And look, he's doing it again. But why? Why is he willing to sacrifice himself for us?
I just don't get it. Why do you keep getting back up?
It's because they're my friends.
Well then, just to be nice, I'll bury them right beside you.
Hey, Sano! Are you alright? Sano!
Yeah, I was just letting her hit me. I needed to buy us some time. While she was hitting me, I was looking for a way to escape.
There's a hole in the wall. Way to go, Sano. Alright, we can probably distract them with my power to turn portraits into voices. And then, when they're not looking, we'll...
No, You're gonna have to escape by yourself.
Huh?
I still might be able to drag myself out of here, but I doesn't have enough strength to make it. That's why I'm gonna stay behind and protect her. But you should go even if we can't.
No way! I'm gonna stay too. Besides, you're in no shape to...
Hideyoshi, it's very important that at least one of us gets out of here. Our team's not gonna have much of a chance if we're all eliminated. Whether we win or lose depends on you now.
Sano.
Go!
Where are you going?
He got away.
That's okay. He's not much good without his teammates, so there's nothing to worry about. However, we should finish these two off before we go after him.
I don't know what to think. I sure hope this is the right thing to do.
Hideyoshi, do you know why the kids at the House of the Sun depend on you so much? Have you ever thought about it?
What are you talking about, Nero? Come on, scram! I'll play with you when I'm finished cleaning! I'm not sure. Honestly, those kids probably know that I do just about anything for them, and they figured out how to take advantage of that. I guess I spoil them too much.
Come on, have a little faith in yourself. I think they can see by looking you in the eye that you're strong and trustworthy.
Huh?
You get spooked easily, but so what? When push comes to shove, those who depend on you know you'll protect them, even if it means risking your life.
That's why those kids love you so much.
I'm not as cool as you think I am, Nero. But even if I stayed back there with my teammates, there was nothing I could have done to help them. That's right! I've gotta escape! Even if it's by myself, it's for the good of the team!
I hope you managed to get away, Hideyoshi. If you can find Ueki and come up with some kind of plan, maybe there's still a chance the two of you can win this match for our team. The only thing I can do now is use my body as a shield to protect Ai. I'll die before I let you hurt her!
So be it.
Super Magnum!
Hideyoshi!
Hey, over here! Hey, over here! Hey, over here! Soy sauce double bomb! Come on, let's get out of here!
What are you doing here, Hideyoshi? If you just kept running, at least you'd be in a safe place by now!
Listen, Sano. Ever since I joined the team, I've kept depending on you and your strength to protect me. And I don't like the idea of risking my life in a fight. But if I had just kept on running, I don't think I would have ever been able to forgive myself knowing that I left my friends behind.
Okay.
Huh?
We'll stick together and get ourselves out of this mess.
Yeah!
What do we do now, Kosuke?
Just like I thought, this was the only bridge in the whole area. I wonder what happened to it. What am I supposed to do now? I can't waste any more time here. That's not even close. But I've still got to give this a shot!
You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do!
Raika!
You know this is crazy, right?
Keep going! I'm not gonna make it!
Hurry! They're after us!
Sano, you can let me down now. I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
We got a head start, so it's gonna take them a little while to catch up to us. Hopefully that'll buy us enough time for Ueki to find us. And it's all thanks to your sneak attack back there. We're lucky to have a friend like you.
Friend. Well, yeah, you're only realizing this now?
Yeah, sorry. Come on, let's go. We've got to get as far away as we can. Once we meet up with Ueki, we'll come up with a plan to get out of this mess. No way! Those two are still way back there.
Hideyoshi!
Hello there. Still hoping that Ueki will arrive in time to save you?
What?
Unfortunately for you, I already happen to know the secret of his power, even though he tried so hard to hide it during the Grano fight. His sacred weapons have some significant weaknesses. For instance, his weapons are so heavy that he can't make any sudden moves during an attack. And now that I know their limitations, those weapons are no more than toys to me. In fact, the bigger the sacred weapon, the less likely they are to be effective in responding to any of my attacks.
She learned all that just from watching our match with Grano? I thought if we could just hang on until Ueki got back, we'd be okay. But maybe it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah? So what? You have no idea how incredible he is. Whenever you think something's impossible, he'll find a way to make it happen. You just wait! When Ueki gets back, he's gonna wipe you all out! You're gonna regret underestimating him!
I doubt it. I have a feeling he's not making it back.
Marilyn, Hideyoshi's necklace is only worth 1 point.
Fine. Now, I have to tell you something you won't like to hear. On my way back, I destroyed the only bridge between where he is and where we are. And even if he does get across somehow, we've run so far that it'd still be virtually impossible for him to find our exact location. Besides, even if he had a sense of the general area we're in, he'd need at least 10 minutes to track us down and get himself over here. And on top of all that, I have to tell you there's no way of escaping again. And we're through letting you stall for time.
Oh no!
Now, before Ueki gets here, time to go, Mr. Sano. Say goodbye!
No one's going anywhere, Marilyn.
Ueki!
No way! How did you locate our position so quickly?
Oh, this thing. It's a receiver for tracking transmitters. I guess each of you must be wearing one. I thought it was strange when we first warped into this town. We just arrived and you'd already figured out exactly where we were, which means you must have had a transmitter planted on one of us. Anyway, I took this receiver from Baron when I knocked him out.
I'm not sure how you managed to get across the chasm without a bridge. But since you've worked so hard to get here, I think I'll destroy you first. Memory! Yes!
It's no good, Ueki. They know all about the weaknesses of your weapons. We'd better get out of here. Sano, protect Ai. Make sure she doesn't get caught up in this. Huh?
The power to change blueprints into completed objects!
Ueki!
Now you won't be able to use your sacred weapons. Up there, you won't have the stability to aim them properly. The power to change my arms into 6! There's nothing you can do to defend yourself! You can't block, you can't dodge, you're nothing but a target!
Namihana!
He destroyed every single missile with his Namihana and Pit!
Ranma! While I was fighting Baron, I learned how to combine weapons and physical skill within the same attack. Against an opponent like him, my celestial power was most effective at knocking him off balance. But then, I thought that maybe if I used the celestial power to increase my strength, I would still be able to control even the heavier sacred weapons in midair. Of course, I may never have even come up with that idea if the bridge over the chasm hadn't been destroyed. Namihana!
Good grief! You sure like to live on the edge!
Sano. Sorry I took so long. But I'm about to pay them back 10 times as bad as what they did to you.
Ueki!
Pay us back 10 times? All this tough talk just because you crossed the chasm?
That's right. And I have to pay you back for Rinko and Hideyoshi, too.
Huh?
So that's 4 of my teammates times 10. Make that 40 times as bad!
I don't believe it! Ueki's been able to fine-tune his celestial power so that he can control his sacred weapons better than ever!
And here I was thinking we were finished!
But now that Ueki is stronger than before, we still got a chance!
Here goes! What now?
Check 1, 2, 3, check. Team Marilyn, Team Ueki.
That voice, it's...
The king?
You've got 10 minutes left. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, from here on in, it's bonus time. With only 10 minutes to go, I'm sure you're all anxious to finish this. So that's why I'm going to announce the names of the players wearing the 10-point necklaces.
Oh, right, I get it. Once you know who's wearing it, you can focus your attack on them.
Then we don't have to waste any time on single-point opponents.
The 10-point necklace on Team Marilyn is being worn by... Marilyn Carey!
Oh, my.
Why did it have to be Marilyn?
And on Team Ueki, it's Kosuke Ueki! Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It's Aimori!
That is nothing to joke about!
All right. Let's all concentrate our efforts on defeating I.
No, I!
Ueki!
I, run! Right now! Move it!
Why is this happening to me? If only I figured out what my power was! But the power to change my right hand into an overnight millionaire! The power to change a scamp into a mouse! Even though I've narrowed it down to those two, I just can't figure out what they might have in common! Besides, even if I did learn what my power is, I've never used it before, and there's no way I'd learn to use it now in the middle of a battle! Oh, this is impossible!
Memory, go after I, please.
Yes.
I'm sure you won't have any trouble taking care of a little thing like her.
Oh, Marilyn, I forgot to ask if you were all right after sustaining that injury from Ueki's last attack.
Yes, don't worry, it's only a scratch.
That's good.
I suppose you must be worried that if I'm weakened by this injury, our chances of winning aren't quite as good as they have been up until now. After all, I'm the one wearing the 10-point necklace, and we're currently tied with Team Ueki.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, get moving.
Yes!
Ueki, I'm gonna go after her. Right. But what about your injuries? Don't worry, I'm okay. Since you've been back, I've had a chance to rest up.
Matthew, you take care of Sano.
Roger that. No, I should really follow those guys. But it looks like I'm gonna have to knock Marilyn out before I can do anything else.
Good. Now we can take our time and fight one-on-one.
I got better things to do with my time than fight you. I'm gonna beat you as fast as I can so I can go help my friends. But I'm not going anywhere until I figure out what her power is. Gulliver! You might need your power to get out of this, so let's see it.
What are you trying to do with that box?
What the? Did she just use her power? What was it?
I'm afraid that you're never gonna learn what my power is, Ueki. Because you're gonna be defeated long before that ever happens.
Then how about this? This! Kurogane! Alright, I've got her now. What? She's fast.
I've been looking forward to this for a while. I always like to leave my strongest opponent for the end.
What did she do to me? Was that a kick? A punch? I have no idea, but it wasn't just one hit, that's for sure. It was more like 5 or 6. Is it possible that she's got some kind of ultra-high-speed power? Could she be increasing the power of her arms and legs to speed up her kicks and punches? When she hit me with that first forearm smash, it was almost like she closed the gap between us in a split second. That would explain how she dodged the Gulliver. But then how did she avoid the Kurogane? Her feet weren't even touching the ground at the time. And no matter how fast she is, it doesn't explain how she could move that quickly in midair. She managed it somehow. This isn't good. I can't let her come any closer. too fast. Huh? How'd she...
That's enough fooling around.
Maybe she's...
This wasn't supposed to be so easy. How disappointing. Oh well, guess I'll just have to finish you off and go after I instead.
Don't make me say it again. I'm not gonna let you go after my friends. I'm gonna be the one that goes after them. But only after I defeat you.
You defeat me? That's silly. You don't even know what my power is.
Oh, this is crazy, Kosuke. Let's retreat until we can think of something.
Ranma!
I keep telling you, there's no way that you'll ever beat me.
I knew it.
Huh?
What is it, Kosuke?
Your power is the power to change a short period of time into a long period of time.
Changing time?
Yeah. At first I thought you had the power to increase the strength of your arms and legs. But I knew that couldn't be right. Otherwise you would have been able to jump over my Ranma and attack me in the same instant. So now it's obvious that you can't jump much higher than anyone else can. And then, before when you were dodging my Namihana, your hair hardly moved, even though you seemed to be moving incredibly fast. That's what led me to believe that you were actually moving from place to place at a normal speed.
You're right. My power is the power to change 1 second into 10 seconds. So, for every second it takes you to attack, I can take up to 10 seconds to react. I'm actually quite impressed that you figured it out so quickly.
Wow, that's amazing, Kosuke!
Nah, all I had was the part about being able to change a short period of time into a longer one, that's all. You're the one who gave me the exact details.
See? The fact that you know what my power is really doesn't make any difference, does it? What it comes down to is that I can move 10 times faster than you can. But since you're the first opponent who's ever uncovered the secret of my power, I'm beginning to think that this might just be the greatest fight of my life. Now, please rise to the challenge and give me your best. Put up a good fight so that I can feel alive.